Hello, everyone. So nice to see you. It's like September 1st. I don't like to say it. Summer's coming to a close and fall is just around the corner. So I'm very excited for you to be here. My co-pilot tonight, Tandice.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here. Like Elise said, September's like my January, right? It's like a reset button. And so it's one of my favorites. And it's the first today. I can't believe it.
I know it's funny because when I initially booked this, it didn't trigger for September 1st, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to share the screen. We're going to dive right in right away. We're going to go over some foundational stuff. And then of course, while you guys are all here or watching the recording, is hearing all about the new products that they've pre-launched for us. So we get some nitty bitty little bit of, a teaser to share you guys and get you up to speed. And then of course, the official convention with all the science and all the amazingness will be in the next couple of weeks. So we'll be back, I'm sure, sharing about all these amazing products in a couple of weeks too, more of a deep dive. So let me just share my screen. And let's do this. Excellent. All right. So who doesn't want to live a powerful, intentional, energetic, lively life? Tandice, do you want to take over before I start taking over?
Okay. So, of course, we want to live longer. We want to look younger. We want to feel the best we can. I know I hit 40 this year and it was fine to hit 40. I feel good. I feel fine, but I feel like I could feel better, and I want to. So when they announced this new line we're going to talk about at the end, I'm just so excited about all the different boxes it can tick. And but before we talk about that, we have to go back and talk about our foundation a little bit. So things that are getting in the way of you feeling your best are high stress levels, which I don't think they've ever really been this high. Like there's so many different stressors that are on us, whether that's at work, at home, the news, social media, friends, all these things that we have to do, this never-ending list, lack of exercise. So I think that the sedentary lifestyle is becoming more of the norm, which is kind of scary. Like we need to move our bodies. We need to burn calories. We need to do that for many different reasons, your health, your mental well-being, all of it. And then sleep, that's huge. We need a good 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And our food, you guys, is not what it used to be, right? It's not, even if you buy the most organic food in the world, it's still not the same. I was reading something recently where it said you can buy an organic apple at the store, but if you pick one off the tree, it's going to have 150% more nutrients, which is unreal. But unfortunately, our dirt's not the way it used to be either. So even that is lacking when you pick it right off the tree. And then as best as we try, you can't eliminate all toxins from your life. Even if you make everything yourself, there's still toxins in the air, especially where we live. We live in a place where there's so much toxins in the air that we breathe, with all the farms and everything around us. It's just, you can't get away from it. So, unfortunately, all 5 of those things get in our way of feeling and looking our best.
There was a really interesting study released several years ago about the sedentary lifestyle that I remembered as you were talking about that. It's worse than smoking.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
It's worse on your cardiovascular health than smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Sure. I know, right? We just need that blood to pump. Okay, so all 5 of those things we were just talking about, that's costing us in all the ways: physically, emotionally, mentally, and socially.
Sorry, I'm doing multiple things.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we're going to talk about this wellness pyramid. If you've been with us for a while, or if you've been to any of our talks, we talk about this wellness pyramid because this is your foundation. We have to have this in order to feel our best. With the bottom being your most important, right? You need that long foundation, that strong foundation for all of those others to even matter. So that starts with our nutrition and our digestion. This statistic was crazy. So I was on a webinar recently, and when they showed this, it is one of the biggest eye openers that we need to be worried about. So only 6.8% of the American adult population has optimal cardiometabolic health. So what does cardiometabolic health? I have some notes. So that means with this low of a number, if your cardiometabolic health isn't good, you're going to be carrying too much weight. You're going to have high blood glucose levels, so blood sugar, right? Blood lipid levels, blood pressure that are out of range, or they have a history of a cardio issue in the past, okay? Everyone that you know or will be affected by either themselves or someone that they love by a cardiovascular issue, which that's scary, super scary. And the older we get, the more susceptible we are to that. So we need to make a change now.
And I just want to say, just because this stat is American, Canada is a very similar stat. We are not that far behind. We sometimes like to think that we're better than our neighboring city or our neighboring country, sorry, but our statistics are very similar because we're on a very North American style diet.
Exactly. Like when we say North American, that's American, Canadian, like we eat burgers and fries and onion rings and pizza, right? This is just our normal. And I mean, there's tons of ethnic restaurants around us, and I think we all love a good Thai restaurant, sushi. We love that, but we need to get back to good, healthy nutrition so we can function better and our body can function optimally. So diet, you guys, is huge. Good nutrition is your primary factor. That is your largest building block on your pyramid. And I mean, we can't be perfect all the time. We need to be able to have our treats, we have to have that, but we also have to make sure we're getting our fruits and vegetables in, our lean proteins in, our healthy greens in, and be very cognizant of what we are putting in our bodies. Is it going to go straight to lifelong vitality after this? No. Okay. Almost. So because our food kind of sucks, unfortunately it does, we are as a whole super deficient in many different vitamins and minerals. So you can see the numbers here. So this is bad. Like 95% of people are deficient in vitamin D. Like, so only 5 out of 100 people have enough vitamin D. That's terrifying, right? Especially where we live. We don't get the sunshine all the time. Even in the last couple of days, yeah, it's been sunny but smoky, so we don't even get it. Vitamin E, magnesium, vitamin A, calcium, vitamin C. Like vitamin C, you guys, only 43% or 43% are deficient in vitamin C. That's crazy. But we can help that. We can help ourselves with proper supplementation.
I just want to share some of the biggest factors that slow metabolism down. So when we slow metabolism down, that means we gain weight and we can have other cardiovascular risks, other sorts of risk are poor diets and inactivity, so lack of exercise. But the thing is, poor diet, so eating all those amazing, yummy foods, isn't always the last key to the puzzle. It's actually being nutrient deficient. When you're deficient in key nutrients, that will slow down your metabolism.
We can all just read that. This is where I learned the apple thing. Yes, and it's not even 150%. It's 100 times more phytonutrients than store-bought ones. So
yeah, because it's right on the tree. You pick it fresh. It doesn't sit on a shelf.
Yes. Did you know that when they bring food in from like Mexico or wherever, it's in a truck with gas pouring into the truck so they don't ripen? Like it's picked really unripe, and then they do the gas to make it ripen faster in the vehicle. like I don't want to eat that kind of food, right? I don't want that. It's crazy. I don't like it. Yeah. So your body, okay, we have this amazing capacity to thrive when it gets what it needs, right? So our job is we get one body, right? We can take care of it and give it what it needs so it can provide for us. So it shouldn't be a chore to eat healthy. It should be what can I do to make myself feel the best? What can I do to make my body function properly? We're going to talk about that. Okay. So like we were talking about, that foundational, which is nutrition and movement. Okay. 20-minute walk every day can do a world of difference for all the boxes, right? Stress, sleep, energy, everything. And our food is so important. So 2 minutes morning and night will make a difference. So this is our lifelong vitality pack. Okay. It's a trio of supplements of vitamins, and then we have our alpha CRS and we have our omegas. We're going to just touch on them individually because this is something that is going to be part of your foundational health that's going to go along with your healthy food. Okay. Most supplements on the market, your body does not absorb. So if you look at your pills in your cupboard and they have like a shiny, hard coating on the outside, your body's going to look at that as a invader or a foreign object, and it's going to get rid of it instead of it breaking down and you absorbing it. So when you look at your pill and it's like a clear, what's it called?
Vegetable capsule.
Veggie cap, but yeah, a capsule, and you can see the powder in it. That's one tick you want to have. That's one box you want ticked. Okay. Okay. What slide? What does this say? Inorganic minerals are bound to organic compounds. This is too sciencey for me. At least you want to explain that.
So the biggest thing here, I'm going to do it in a nutshell. Our vitamins and minerals are bioavailable. They are produced from food, so your body recognizes them as food and absorbs them as such. Tandice was just explaining that the majority of multivitamins and other minerals and on the market are actually really hardly compacted, and they're usually made from a synthetic form. Synthetic molecules, it takes a lot of energy for our body to break down and process, and we usually end up excreting the majority of them. So you're buying these expensive vitamins and your body isn't utilizing them. doTERRA does something very, very different. They have a high absorption rate and they have a very high success rate because of where and how they're formulated.
Glycoprotein matrix. I'm going to read the slide. Our patented process introduces vitamins and minerals to a yeast-based protein matrix so they're better recognized as food in the digestive process. So instead of having super expensive pee, we are going to absorb and use this supplement for our good.
Sorry, the computer's thinking.
It's okay. Okay, so if you look on the left of your screen, you can see all of those amazing, all that supplementation you're getting in your body and what it would be if you were eating it in food form. So if you can see vitamin K, in order to get the same amount of vitamin K you're getting in your lifelong vitality, you would have to have 35 cups of blueberries. So blueberries are expensive. For 10 pounds of blueberries, I paid $35, right? For 10 pounds. And I don't like how 35 cups, that's going to be like, what, 20 pounds probably? I'm guessing. I'm just trying to measure in my head. That's a lot. That's $70 right there in blueberries and your vitamin K. So when you take a good quality supplement, you are going to benefit. And if you can see this, that's $1,300. This is American dollars. Okay. So you're paying $80 for the whole pack, all three, and you're getting $1,300 worth of nutrients in a month. It's amazing.
I also just want to say, back in the day, I used to buy a lot of these supplements independently, and I was spending quadruple than what I spend now. And I feel
it says, actually, there's a note here saying to obtain the equivalent of lifelong vitality ingredients and benefits, you'd have to purchase $200 to $300 worth of supplements. And that's, again, US dollars. Oh, and something really amazing, you guys, is their 30-day money back guarantee that doTERRA has. So you can get this, you can try it for 30 days. If you don't feel incredible, you call them and they give you your money back. No questions asked. So you have nothing to lose. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about them individually. So the Alpha CRS, I absolutely love this supplement. Okay, this is your cellular vitality complex. This has things like, so boswellia, that's the frankincense. Okay, resveratrol. Did you know that we're going to be talking about NAD in a little while? This and resveratrol are very, very hand in hand. Okay. You're getting pomegranate, pineapple, milk thistle, turmeric, grape seed, sesame seed, pine bark. This stuff, you guys, is super full of antioxidants. It's very anti-inflammatory, very cellular protective. Okay. Which means integrity of your cell, right? Let's promote osmosis. Let's promote killing or the healthy cell life, right? Cell lives, does its jobs, die. We don't want a cell to live, get messed up and multiply, right? We want to not have that happen. There's ginkgo biloba in here too.
Yep.
Yeah, there is. That's amazing for your mental clarity and your energy. Oh, and there is also a tummy tamer blend of essential oils in here to help with any upset stomach. That may happen with some supplements. So your omega, so I love talking about the omegas because omegas are very popular to take. Usually you buy an omega in the store and it's your omega 369. Okay. We want all of those to be balanced. We want omega 3s, 6s, 9s. We want them all to be equal in your body. So unfortunately, in North American diet, we have an abundance of omega 6s because of the high fatty diet that there is. So this is only omega 3 because what it does is it helps get those in balance. We don't want one way up and one way down. If you take an omega 369, now all of a sudden your 6s and your 9s are super high and your 3s, they're like, eh. So we want it to make sure it's balanced. So there's a reason there's not the 6s and the 9s. Okay. So omegas, they're really good for your brain health, your heart health, aches and pains in your joints, really great for your immune system, amazing for your skin. Right. I actually love this for my mood. I find that I'm happier when I take my omegas. I'm just in a better mood. I'm less irritated, less upset, things don't trigger me as bad. So this is also my happy supplement. Okay.
Can you share about Paulo?
Oh yeah. So this summer it's been interesting because he's been with the kids a lot more, but when he's at work, if he doesn't take his 2 reds in the morning, he has a very difficult time focusing. So he is he's in the other room, but he has a little bit of ADHD, and he notices a massive difference where he's constantly like, what was I doing, or what do I need to do? He just can't get that focus in. So we have to have them. And so I buy extra omega. I always have those. I can't run out of the omegas at all. You know what else I found out cool? But I'm just going to back for a second. In the kids IQ omega, which is the liquid omega, which we can take as adults too. Did you know that that you can put them in veggie caps too because of the fish oil or it's liquid and there's the citrus in it as well. I love that for my boys. And if they have to have, I can even just put it in a spoon and dump it in. And then with the kids stuff too, Alpha CRS is in the vitamins. I didn't know that until I was looking at the bottle and I'm like, Alpha CRS is in that too. So I was just an aside because I was thinking about them because I can hear them in the other room. Okay, amazing ingredients for your omegas. Again, you're going to have this tummy tamer blend. Plus, look at this. You have thyme, clove. There's vitamin D and E in your omegas, which is, I don't think most have that. It's just omegas. And you have to remember that doTERRA, their testing protocol is unreal. So you're not going to be getting any heavy metals, any weird fish. It's all tested properly. Okay. You can also get this in vegan form as well. Oh, and there you go. Okay, I love talking about the microplex. So this is your multivitamin, okay? And like we were talking about how your body can actually absorb it and recognizes it as food. This is vital in taking a supplement that you just don't want to have to pee out, okay? This is a whole food nutrient supplement, and vitamins, mineral, optimal health. Yeah, when taken daily, you can give your body the vitamins and minerals needed for good health. It's amazing, you guys. This trio of supplements is life-changing. 22 vitamins, fights free radicals, which we need. Your antioxidant, helping metabolism, cellular energy. You guys, for this next section that Elise is going to talk about a little bit more, it's going to work so much better when you have this foundation down. So if you want to see the results that people are seeing with this next line that's being introduced, you got to have that foundation. Yeah. Ta-da!
Dun, 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 dun. And you guys are like, what the heck is this? Because I'm like, what is this? What are all these things? What are all the bottles? What? Yeah, we'll dig into it. Don't worry. So we're going to be discussing a lot about metabolic health and why it's so important. Your metabolism is really important. It's how you process food. It's how you process the energy from your food. It's how your body looks, feels. It's how your body deals with spikes in blood sugar, in weight management, and insulin resistance, which I don't know if you guys read any new research. There's a lot of rumblings about how there's a lot of people are dealing with insulin resistance right now, which then can later impact our hormones and especially not feel good within our bodies. Sorry, I just talked about that. Metabolic health and biological age are inseparable. If your metabolism is slowing down, your cells are slowing down, and you age quicker. Sorry to say it. But hey, what's amazing is our bodies are resilient. When fed the right nutrients and minerals and all amazingness, we can reverse aging, which is super cool. Oh, and this quote is from a most recent research done at Harvard. Okay, we're going to talk about the MetaPWR system, which is metabolic power system, the metabolic system. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to talk about the metabolic blend first. So it comes in 4 different varieties. This is almost like you'll notice that a lot of the ingredients are similar to Slim and Sassy or Smart and Sassy. Yes, it's getting a revamp. But as I learned today, they have done significant research on the synergy of these specific essential oils, which are uniquely formulated grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, cinnamon bark. And we will have more research to share once they kind of release that to us, but we've been told that specifically. So it's going to come in a 15 ml bottle. It's going to come in lovely beadlets. It's going to come in a gum format. And if you can see, it's sugar-free. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then there's going to be capsules to take as well. Okay, so I'm just making sure my notes. Perfect. Oh no, there we go. The metabolic assist. So if you can see the slides here, think about how this can benefit you. It helps turn carbs into slow carbs, reducing our mealtime glucose spikes. Yes, it has been scientifically proven not to spike your glucose after you eat. So they're saying today to eat about, to take this 15 to 30 minutes before you eat a meal to help support those glucose spikings. And what your blood sugar levels are some of the most significant markers of your health. These levels are naturally fluctuate depending on the time of your eating and your activity patterns. And it's amazing. Let me just pop over to my other notes. Okay, no, I'm going to go over those after. Super cool.
Question?
Yeah.
Do you think at convention, they're going to give us like protocols, like when to use what?
So they were asked that a little bit on today of the call. So this is taken about 30 minutes before meals. The next thing, you kind of have to feel what's best. And I thought specifically for the next product to take first thing in the morning before your coffee. This has to be taken with meals. You need to eat this with food.
Which makes sense because that's when your blood sugar spikes.
Correct.
Right. So you take it before, not after.
Yes.
Of course, that makes sense. Take it before, 30 minutes before, let it dissolve, let it get ready. Your food comes and it just keeps it down.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. And like,
I'm going to dive into this a little bit with a couple of the Q&As that they did to make
Okay.
kind of more sense, but I'm just going to present them and then I'm going to do the slide and then talk more about them.
Awesome.
My
Thank you.
notes are kind of everywhere. Oh. Okay, so the MetaPWR Advantage. So this is a collagen-based product with NMN. It is a lemon orange flavor that you add to your water, shake your bottle and drink it. So they're saying to take this first thing in the morning, anytime from first thing in the morning to about lunchtime would be optimal. This is going to give you a lot of energy, so I wouldn't recommend taking it in the evening. Seems common sense, right? So let's dig into what's special about this because I was super excited about collagen. I take collagen every day. I didn't realize what was so special about this collagen. So the majority of collagen on the markets only have 2 to 3 different types of like proteins in it. This has 9. The NMN, we're going to dig into that. I'll go back to that question. Give me just a second. Okay, so what's very specific about this, and Tandice and I did the same thing. We went and Googled this. We wanted to know what made this so special. We hadn't heard of this supplement. I've been taking vitamins and nutrients basically my entire life, and I'd never heard of this. So this is the precursor to NAD+ production in our body. That is what gives our cells energy. That will give you energy. It will give you proper cognitive function. It will get rid of brain fog. It will make you feel amazing. It's safe, it's naturally occurring B3 found in our bodies, and NAD+ naturally starts declining as we age. We can naturally supplement to help support our bodies. But with doTERRA, the NMN is super unique to doTERRA because it's a patent pending product. It is only natural form found in doTERRA. Every other product on the market is synthetically made. That's a big deal. So as we talked about synthetics and natural bioavailable ingredients, your body looks at a synthetic, it doesn't break it down the same as a natural organic molecule. Sorry, super sciencey for you guys. They have to use very little of it because it's super effective when it's in its natural state. Okay. I'm going to go into a couple of the Q&A questions because it's really good and important. We'll go for the, hold on a sec, sorry, it's just like going to the next page. So why do we need this entire system? Why do we need, what's the benefit? So from a doctor today, metabolic issues a big thing right now. We are probably the largest population we've ever been weight-wise, and that's directly linked to our metabolism. Our kids are not as healthy as they used to be. They are getting diagnosed at earlier ages of chronic diseases, and this is the first in their lifetime. The stats say that some kids will die before their parents due to the diseases that they're forming. It's wild, right? So this system is meant to be used harmoniously together. We need multiple pronged approaches to support our metabolism. Our metabolism isn't a one size fits all. There's multiple things that you need to support to do a proper whole body metabolism. And I've been told we will share more science and how that works in 2 weeks. So why do we need the lifelong vitality? So the lifelong vitality, the way it was described to me, it fills in the gaps of our food. It helps with that foundation of nutrients, minerals, healthy fats that we need for just our cells to function. You need that in there. The MetaPWR won't be as amplified as it should be because you don't have that foundation laid down. Is MetaPWR okay for kids and teenagers? That was a common question. So in children, they kind of have more control over their diet and lifestyle, and their metabolism is actually quite fast because they're young, they're kids, they're growing. So it's not really targeted for them. Now, as teenagers, if they're starting to notice that the 4 pillars are kind of lacking, so their nutrition, movement, stress is increasing, healthy connections have kind of gone downhill, then yes, you can totally, a teenager can be using this system as well. What about nursing moms and moms that are pregnant? Because as mentioned, they talked about increased glucose spikes, healthy glucose levels in pregnancy. So any product, if you're breastfeeding or pregnant, make sure you discuss with your healthcare professional if it's right for you. But looking at the ingredients, this is from a top doctor, they said there's no concerns for taking, but they also discussed with OB-GYN, and that a lot of pregnancies have healthy glucose can be challenging in pregnancies. So they said that this could be a beneficial product. Is the system safe for people who have blood sugar control issues? I can't say the term, but kind of connect the dots. That is a very large group of people, even in Canada, who struggle with blood sugar balance, and they challenge with the normal glucose levels in their blood. And of course, you need to discuss with your physician before taking, but it's meant to help all of us have a normal response to insulin. It is meant to put our body back into balance. So there shouldn't be concern. It's a great assistance to what you're already doing. And it's super exciting to see how this will impact the patients with those sorts of struggles. I'm just looking over my notes. Lots of sciencey stuff that I'm not going to dig into because I don't fully understand. And okay, so one of the other things about the collagen that was very specific, so collagen is a protein that we can consume for energy, but we need to digest it. The majority of the products on the market come in very large molecules that are very hard to break down. Collagen creates building blocks for muscle enzymes and collagen in our skin, including the elasticity of our skin. That's why a lot of people have commented on their skin looks very youthful and amazing because that elasticity is coming back. Collagen is a whole body nutrient. And they are, this whole system, because this was one of my questions, it's the doTERRA standard. It is free of heavy metals, free of GMOs, free of pesticides, free of glyphosate. It is sugar-free. They use stevia to sweeten it, which doesn't spike your glucose levels. Sugar, gluten-free, dairy-free, artificial flavor-free, no artificial sweeteners, glyphosate-free, preservative-free, pesticide-free. You can use it if you have shellfish allergies, and there's no nuts, and it's soy-free, which is amazing. Oh, and all the soft gels are carrageenan-free as well now. Woohoo! And I think I just want to take a quick peek. They're talking about maybe making an unsweetened option in the future, but I think it might not taste very good. So if that's something that appeals to you, make sure you write to doTERRA and tell them. And the study, so this took over 2.5 years to formulate this amazing product line. So there's a lot of science, there's cellular things that are coming up, and there's also human trials that are coming up, which is super exciting. And yeah, like unreal. So let me just go to the, yes, you can get Jumpstart today by getting on, just honestly, Lifelong Vitality. A lot of you guys use your essential oils so well. Make sure you get that foundational nutrition going. But I just want to end on this. Oh, it's going to take a hot second. Sorry, computer's like having a meltdown.
When we did the webinar a couple weeks ago, they also made it like, it's not just a weight loss thing. It's so good for like muscle,
Yep.
lean muscle building, right? It's not just for weight loss. It's for like just general health.
Yes.
Mhm. Look at all these things.
So as you can see, there's some kind of hidden other products in there, some goodies. So one, a lot of you guys might be asking, when can I get my hands on these products? When are they going to be released? When can I learn more information? So convention happens in 2 weeks. You can still purchase a ticket for $35. You get the condensed Coles Note version with that, and it gives you the option to buy the convention kit or just the metabolic system separately. Now, if that's not your cup of tea, it will be released October 1st.
So they're going to have 2 options. You can buy the whole thing or just the metabolic.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. I can give you approximate pricing if you want.
Yeah.
So this is verbal today. The convention kit for all these mysterious goodies plus the MetaPWR is $240 USD. And then the MetaPWR system is $180. The convention kit is always a better deal. They always do way better pricing. So the whole MetaPWR system, oh, maybe I lied. She has it written down differently. I had it written down differently. Hey, don't quote me on that. She has it written down just for October 1st. That's not what I heard today, but.
Okay.
And then to buy them individually will be November 1st, but you can buy the kit in October.
And
so,
this right here is what you would call like a 30-day supply.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. There's people who I follow who have gotten to try this, and I'm talking, they live a cleaner lifestyle than myself. And they're saying that they're seeing changes in their body, their skin. It's like peaked energy, focus, can focus at the gym, muscles are building faster. There's so much amazing testimonials that are going to be coming out. And I think we've been told that they'll share lots at convention as well. So
very cool.
Yeah. So let me just exit out and then I'll stop. Because then you guys can ask questions if you want to ask questions. That was a lot of information. Oh, we did it in under an hour. Perfect. No questions, guys? You guys are all muted and I can't see any of you, so. No question. Kelsey, did you pick up on that tidbit?
Which tidbit? I was in and out because of the baby.
About glucose spikes in pregnancy?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I was wondering, would it be safe to take during pregnancy?
You have to ask your healthcare provider.
When I was looking up NMN and NAD, so NMN is vital to help your body produce NAD, but it also said it's really good for your eye function. So, you know, as we get older and our eyes go worse, because my eyes are going worse and worse, I'm like, that would be great if it was like an age-related eye issue to be able to get that back. Wow. Because it's like not just stopping the aging process, it's like slowing it down, reversing it, going backwards, right?
It's building it. And they didn't really comment here, but there's a lot of joints, not just with the omegas, but the collagen specifically. So I'm thinking like old age degrading joints. Well, that's something else that happens.
Totally is.
Yes. I didn't say you.
Well, even like as even being 40, I'm like, oh, it's harder to get up than it used to be, you know, because it's like, oh, my back hurts, like that kind of stuff. That could be work too, but it would help for that, like just injury. I bet you could heal quicker from an injury.
And I'm going to say this now because we're not recording.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the market like this. So they're saying that this is going to change. Like this will sometimes be a gateway for people to doTERRA.
For sure.
Especially from the fitness angle.
It'll be interesting how they market it for, is it going to be mostly a weight loss thing? Because it's replacing Slim and Sassy, right? Yeah. Or is it going to be just that's why they're calling it metabolism, your metabolic health, because I bet it can help your kidneys, your liver, all those functions, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I think they'll come, I think it'll be almost like person dependent on how you share it. But based on even this, they're coming in from a very nutritional foundation base where it's like, do you want to feel good and do you want to look good doing it, right?
Yeah.
And like when people don't feel good in their bodies, like it's a game changer if you're starting to feel amazing and have energy to do things. Like
For sure.
the last day you want to do is like roll yourself to the gym and like pick up your feet and you're tired and you worked all day, right?
Yeah. When you feel good, even when you feel like you look good, you feel better.
Yeah.
You know, when you get a new outfit, you feel better.
Yeah, right?
This has inspired me to take LLV again.
Oh my God.
Fell off for a while. No, seriously, you know,
I've taken a break from it too. And I'm like, oh, maybe I got to get back on to being consistent.
You want to know what I've been doing? Half dose LLV in the morning. Lunchtime, I take one. Just got released into Canada. Why can't I think of the name? It's the orange bottle.
Mito
Mito.
Max.
Yeah, Mito 2 Max.
what's the Mito T-Max?
Energy. It supercharges the ATP in your cells. Non-caffeine. So it's an energy base that's non-caffeinated.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. In the wintertime, I'll probably go back to the regular dose just because summer I find you have energy because of the sun.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, I guess I can, like, there was 4 15 ml bottles. 2, I don't know what that bottle is actually. Hey, do you want me to
For the convention, the new products?
new product? Let me pull this up. That's a 15 ml, right?
Yeah.
What the heck is this?
That looks like the same size as you get in the fractionated coconut oil, for sensitive skin, like that size.
Oh yeah, it does.
Or maybe like the Euro palm size.
Yeah. Elise, it looks like it's still recording, Elise. Is that?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want us talking uncompliantly.
You'll just cut it off, right?
I already did.
Okay, because it looks like it's still recording on my end.
Okay, I don't know. This looks like a roller ball. Is this another beadlet?
Looks like
maybe.
Could be.
Papaya. What
Oh,
the
it
heck
does
is
look like
this?
I don't know.
Couple boxes.
Interesting. A
Yeah.
beadlet. I wonder if it'd be like a frankincense beadlet.
It's about time.
I know.
Or a Copaiba beadlet.
Hmm.
What I thought I would like.
Because frankincense, I have no issues putting it under my tongue.
No.
I love it. That was the first essential oil I had orally, and I was like totally smitten. That was it for me.
Huh. It's very cool.
Super cool. Well, thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Elise.
Have a great night.
And Tandice, thank you both.
Yeah.
Bye for now, you
Thanks,
guys.
everybody. Everyone, bye.
Thank
you.